Everyone thought Kira was just a quiet girl, the one who sat alone, never raised her voice, never fought back. But when three bullies cornered her in the school parking lot, they discovered the storm hiding beneath her silence. What followed wasn't revenge, it was raw, explosive justice they never saw coming. What happens next? Let's start the story. Kira Jensen had mastered the art of invisibility. In the loud, chaotic halls of Willow Creek High School, she was a shadow, always present but rarely seen. She sat at the back of every class, never raised her hand, and walked with her eyes low, headphones in, even when no music played. Her clothes were plain, her shoes always scuffed. She didn't eat lunch in the cafeteria, didn't attend dances, didn't speak unless spoken to. Most students forgot she existed within weeks of school starting, but there were always those who noticed because they needed someone to target. Courtney, Mads, and Jenna were seniors, blonde, sharp-tongued, and cruel in the way only bored, popular girls could be. They ruled the school with biting laughter and perfectly choreographed humiliation. And Kira, to them, was the perfect victim. Too quiet to fight back, too strange to be missed. It started with whispers, then tripping her in the halls, sticking gum under her locker handle, turning classmates' heads with mocking impressions. "Hey Kira, got a tongue in there? Or did you lose it in one of your horror books?" Kira never responded. She would blink, tuck her hands into her sleeves, and keep walking. But inside her, something simmered. Kira's silence wasn't weakness, it was armor. Her rage didn't show because it had been buried for years, buried under memories of a childhood where yelling never helped, and fists always answered louder. But rage has a voice, and eventually, it wants out. It was late November when things went too far. The school day had ended in a blur of gray skies and cold drizzle. Most students had rushed to the buses or jumped into their cars. Kira, as usual, walked. Her route led her across the teacher parking lot, then down a wooded trail behind the school. But that day, the lot wasn't empty. Courtney's red SUV idled in the corner. The music was loud, the laughter louder. Kira felt her pulse spike when she saw them step out, blocking her path. Well, look who decided to walk home like a little weirdo again. Courtney sneered, arms crossed. Kira tried to sidestep, but Mads pushed her shoulder. "Not so fast. We just want to talk." Jenna giggled, pulling out her phone. "Smile for the camera, creep." "Why don't you ever talk?" Courtney asked, stepping closer. "Are you mute? Or just too scared to say anything?" Kira's eyes locked on her shoelaces. Her fists clenched in her sleeves. "You think you're better than us? All that staring, like you're judging people." "Maybe she's possessed," Mads whispered. "She does look like she crawled out of a grave." That got laughs, but the tension shifted. Kira slowly looked up. Her eyes were darker than they remembered, cold, unblinking. Courtney hesitated. "What? Gonna cry now?" Then Kira smiled, a small, chilling smile. And something inside her cracked. It happened so fast they barely registered it. Kira's backpack hit the pavement. Her foot shot out, sweeping Jenna's legs from under her. The foam clattered and cracked. Mads lunged at her, but Kira twisted sideways, grabbed her arm, and slammed her against the hood of the SUV with a strength no one expected. Courtney screamed, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Kira advanced slowly, breathing hard, fists clenched. "You don't know me," she said, voice calm but low. "You think I'm nothing because I don't shout. But silence is survival. I've survived worse than you." Matt scrambled up, face pale. Jenna cried, cradling her wrist. Courtney backed away, genuinely afraid now. Kira took another step. "You cornered me. You wanted to see what I'd do. So now you've seen it." And then she did the unexpected. She stopped. She picked up her bag, brushed off her sleeves, and walked away, leaving them shaking behind her. The next day, word spread like wildfire. Someone had caught part of the incident on a security camera. No sound, just grainy footage. 3 girls closing in on a quiet loner, and one of them hitting the pavement like a rag doll. Kira was called to the principal's office. Surprisingly, Courtney and her crew never made formal complaints. Too embarrassed, too afraid it would reveal who really started it. The school counselor asked Kira if she wanted to press charges. She said no. I just want to be left alone, she said quietly. But I won't let anyone trap me again. The counselor paused. What do you mean again? Kira didn't answer. But from that day on, no one dared corner her again. Students looked at her differently, not as a victim, not as a freak, but as someone they hadn't taken the time to understand. Some nodded at her in the halls. A few apologized. Most simply stayed out of her way. And Kira? She didn't become popular. She didn't change her clothes or join clubs or seek revenge. But she stopped walking with her head down. She stopped pretending her music was on. And sometimes, when she passed Courtney and the others, she smiled again. Not cruelly, just a reminder. That silence doesn't mean weakness. It often hides strength waiting for its moment. And when that moment comes, it makes them scream.